Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. Earlier in the show, on this Wildcat Wednesday, we were joined by Holly Miner, and she was kind enough to come back because we had so many questions for her, and she gave so many great examples as far as how to save money and plan, especially with the school year starting. And you can find that interview, the first part, on KOAMnewsnow.com. But Holly is the Nutrition, Food Safety, and Health Agent for the Wildcat District of the K-State Extension Office. Holly, thank you for your extended time this morning. You were telling me that there are so many local gardens that actually may have a little bit of an abundance of produce right now, and that us as consumers are able to capitalize upon that without being wasteful.
Right. So there's a lot of gardens that are producing a lot of food right now. I have some samples of some different things on the table here that are most of these are from a coworker that she brought into the office. So, you know, there's a lot of things growing in our gardens that maybe we can't consume all at once. So there's some different things that we can do. We can donate some of these items to our churches. They might have a table out to share produce with other people. We could also donate them to a local food pantry or a food bank. If there's one in your community, I'm sure that they would love to have a lot of fresh produce at this time of year. You know, the saying that if you leave your door open or unlocked, you're going to get zucchini in your car. So that might happen to some of you. But, you know, giving it away to somebody that actually will use it, that's a great way to reduce the amount of waste.
Especially if you have an elderly neighbor that you know is, that you're keeping an eye on. They always appreciate that.
Yes, they do. And it's just the nice thing to do. There's another way that we can save food to be able to use it later, and that is to preserve it. And these herbs were really easy to dry. They're one of the easiest things to dry. So if you do have herbs in your garden, they would make a great gift for Christmas or anything like that. You know, dry the herbs and give them away to people that you know would be excited and glad to have them.
Well, that comes to another question of mine with food preservation, because we've had you on before for a Wildcat Wednesday, and you are the expert when it comes to preserving food, whether it be canning, freezing, drying. Can you kind of give us a Cliff's Notes version on what we need to know about that, and perhaps where we can find more information through the Wildcat District?
Sure. So there are two types of canning food. There's a water bath canning method and there's a pressure canning method. High acid foods need to be water bath canned. So those would be things like your fruits and jellies, jams, pickles, those kinds of things. Water bath canning is for high acid foods. Pressure canning is for low acid foods. That would be your potatoes, your carrots, your bean, your peas, your corn, meat, fish, pork, beef, those kinds of things. The acidity level is key in this. We need to make sure that we're pressure canning those foods. Low acid foods have a tendency to not preserve as well because of the botulism bacteria. So we want to make sure that we are killing that botulism bacteria. So we use that method.
Holly, where can we contact you for anybody who may have questions about food preservation?
So you can give me a call at my office, which is 620-331-2690. And that's at the office here, and they can get a hold of me or they can transfer you to my phone. That would be a great way to get a hold of me, or you can email me at haminer, M-I-N-E, at ksu.edu.
Holly Miner.
So either one of those.
Holly, thank you so much for your time, and we appreciate your expertise, especially when it rolls around to this time of year, because you're not only keeping our food safe, but like I said, on the flip side, where we came off of part one, trying to help us be fiscally responsible, not waste food, and be better people when it comes to taking care of our food. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Holly Miner once again on this Wildcat Wednesday, and we'll be back with more KOAM Morning News right after this.
It's slumber